Hello, and I'm back with another commentary, and this time I'm going to do a squad one. You guys can let me know what you think about that. I think I'll stick to mostly solos, but I haven't been playing as much because I'm waiting for some new PC stuff, so my game performs a little bit better. Anyway, this is a squad game, and we looted military. Nothing really much happened, we got pretty good loot. So we try and head across the bridge here, which is always questionable. I think we make some bad choices here, and I'll go through that. But firstly, what we like to do is we like to stop a bit ahead, a bit before the bridge, and scout it out. Some of us had some scopes, 4 times, maybe 8 times. So just check out, and we did spot people. We decided to take shots, which is probably alright. We down 1, but it may have been better not to do that. But I think one of the first bad choices we make here is we decided to push on foot, which was super dangerous. I actually get shot. I think my teammates get hit up a bit too as we cross, because they can shoot under this car, the van that is on the right. So it would have been better to drive up here and take cover behind the van instead of doing this. This was really risky. If these guys were better shots, we should be dead. Also, we should have taken a boat and just avoided the bridge completely if we're playing ultra safe, but we like to take engagements. So obviously we had to stop and heal up, and then you just have to be aggressive basically. We're going to have to move when the circle moves, so you just have to take these guys out. Once again, we're pretty lucky because these guys are just not playing very well. I get ultra aggressive. After I down that other guy, I decided to just run at them, and Daze goes with me. Get some good shots in, and because that guy's hurt and the other one's hurt, he has to be healing, the other one has to be picking him up, so I just run at them. And I get this easy finish off here. This guy, and I get the 3 kills. It's actually pretty good. It's always good to be aggressive. Think about what health they have and what they have to do. Even if the guy had read contested, he'd be on low health for at least 6 seconds while he first aids. So it's very important to think about the health of your enemies and when you can engage safely, or at least in a highly advantaged way. We decided to take 2 cars here to head into the circle, and we picked the hills to the right of Milta. He actually got shot out, it was across the bridge there. So the bridge campers were being bridge camped, which is interesting. And we stop here, and we go back to watch for these guys to approach us. And they're actually just already here, coming up the hill. Because they're below this defilade on the right, my teammates are holding the right, they're pretty safe. I decide to just run to the left here and use the little defilade here. So it's basically just a full flank. I take my time though. If I just run out and get down, it's not helpful to my team. So I do take my time. Obviously my teammate gets down, and I pop up. This guy's got M249, do some damage. My teammate downs 2 of them. Nade finishes them off, so that's pretty good. I miss a heap of shots here, which is not good. I have to pull out the Kar 98, but I finish him off. It was a good squad engagement. With our positioning, 3 on the hill, me pushing left. It was going to be really hard for them to finish us off, and I was always there for safety to hammer them after they think that they might back off or something, and I'm still on the left there. So they won't expect that, which is why I took my time. If I'd engaged straight away, it doesn't really help. And when we start moving, gotta take note of where the circle is here. Like we come up to this pole, but it's not great cover unless this was the edge of the circle and it already moved in. So we have to keep pushing. We spot guys on the right here. You don't really want to be caught out in the open, but it's 19 players left, so we want to thin out the amount of players. It's always good to do in squads. If we can take out a squad now, it's a huge advantage. This is a long battle, kind of drawn out, and we probably should have aimed a bit better, to be honest. I think we take one out over here, and we have to chase down the others. So the blue circle's coming in here, and while I'm doing all this, I am looking at the map, taking note of that. When the circle changes, if this circle had moved way further away, I think I would have suggested that we back off and just run back to my left, maybe down around in the defilade so these guys can't shoot at us, obviously, because taking an engagement when this circle is across the entire map, or across this big white circle, would just be stupid.
Just to the right. I don't see.
So we keep fighting here only because to get into the next white circle is very easy. But this is a pretty poor fight. We miss a lot of shots. Well, I do at least.
Shot from somewhere.
And because it's taking so long, we could have been killed in the back here easily. So it may have been better, even though the circle didn't move across the map, to back off regardless. But we get pretty kill hungry, to be honest. Which is a negative, but we're trying to have fun as well. So one got across and one's still at this tree. And once again, some pretty bad aiming. I hit that guy. But we pin him down here and I actually let him get across without hitting him, which is just not very good. He should have never made it across. And we're still worrying about this other guy. You may notice that our comms are okay. We've all played together for a very long time though, so we sort of know what we're doing. We all are pretty good at watching the map and stuff. So I can't really explain that, it's just how we play. So we kind of just wait. These guys are stuck in this building until we get shot at from the Harry Potter up there, which we can just avoid anyway. So we got these guys locked in here, but we have to finish it off, which is why we are being more aggressive and just thinking about heading in. I hit this guy, I think, which should suppress him a little bit, and he gets shot in the back anyway. So we've moved into the house to take these guys out, as I said, because we have to move to the white circle soon, and we don't want these guys behind us. So we go aggressive. So we just push them, yeah. We get those kills. It's a good cleanup. This is actually a great finishing circle. I really like this area. We should finish over here more often with the trees and stuff. So I have to take note of these guys that are up here that finished that guy off I shot at before. But I managed to spot them running left. So I kind of just ignore them. And my team stayed back while I push. And one of my members spots these guys over towards this hut. Because I'm further ahead, I should probably die right now, to be honest. Get shot in the back or something. So I'm just going to play more risky because I may as well use my life for something. So I end up just pushing these guys and being more aggressive. My guys have them pretty pinned, but they're also taking fire. One of them went down. I actually think this is two different squads. I don't think the guy at the rock is with the guys inside the hut. So it's kind of interesting. This is just part of the randomness of this game. Right now, the guys on top of the hill behind me, I don't know what they're doing. I should at the very least be dead. So I'm not too sure what they're doing. I guess they're just waiting to see what happens. But that's probably a game-losing choice by them. There is no reason for them not to take me out right now, at least.
Is there anyone else at the rock, or is he dead?
Because I'm pretty sure they're alone up there. So this is a waiting game. I don't want to push into a building ever, basically, in squads. Because it's just a death trap. So I just wait for these guys. Especially when I work out that they're not together. And it's just a clean up again. So that was pretty easy. They had to move. They were forced to move. So they were in such a bad position. They had to take us out. And it just wasn't going to happen. So somehow we've got to this point. And these two guys up top, I just don't know what they're doing. They should have taken this game, to be honest. They're playing very passive. It's just, I don't think you can play passive at this stage in the circle without just relying on luck. You want to take the game to your own hands. So you have to be more aggressive. Which is why I'm actively looking for them. And I spot one, and my teammate is flanking right while we engage on the left. And he probably should have told us, but he distracts them enough for me to take that one down, and my other teammate pushes right and finishes him off. So it's a pretty good squad win in the end, but we were insanely lucky that those guys above did not do anything. I think they were trying to rely on luck a bit too much, and while the game does favour that, like it's possible to win on that, you're not going to win more games by just focusing on getting a lucky win or hoping that everyone else dies to another squad or something. In the end, you need to take control of the game, at least in my opinion, to win more often. It's all about limiting that randomness. So yeah, that was just a squad commentary. I'm not sure what I think about it, but You guys can let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Make sure you say what you think about that, and I'll probably hit up with another solo commentary soon. Thanks for all the support as well from the last video. I got a lot of new subscribers, so welcome guys, and really appreciate the support. See you next time.